what I'd like to show everybody here, if nobody's seen it before, is I was looking around in the area that the supposed tall whites live in, according to, I can't remember his name, that supposedly worked out here on the gunnery range north of Indian Springs, and said for many years he spoke to and collaborated with the tall whites. And as he was explaining where he mostly met up with them, I looked around in great detail, and in the area that, some weird parts, in the area that they said was the tall whites resting area, supposedly, I did find that it was pretty much across from this darker little shelf at the bottom of these mountains here, and this area here is supposedly the resting or activity area of the tall whites. In this area, I did find to be very perplexed. I did find this in the area that they said a hangar could possibly be. It looks to me like something dug out inside of the mountain here, which measures approximately about 35 feet across and approximately 41, 44, anywhere between 40 to 45 feet tall, 40, 35. You take your guess. I just thought it looked awfully peculiar, that it really sticks out as being something very obviously something carved into the side of this mountain. We can look at previous times, even in 2006, you can see that it is still there. Further on, of course, going to be there. Next picture, 2011, and of course the latest of 2015. So I thought that was pretty interesting. He also said that they emitted a light from their being, which I found interesting also, that well, another thing to point out is that they lived under sand dunes. This is kind of in the area here. Whether it's anything or not, it's still in the same type of, the same relative area here of their supposed recreational area. Now, if I can find it, there also was another interesting thing that I found about the guy said that they produce their own light. It seems to be either something very shiny here in the desert, possibly reflecting something, maybe metal, or it's something creating its own light. I have found several of these type of, I guess you call light anomalies, reflections, whatever you want to think they are, in this area of the supposed tall whites. Just something to kind of kick around. A couple of the things that I've found so far here close to Area 51 and areas that I like to look at that people suggest they've seen things, or like this guy, like I said, I can't remember his name, said that he worked as a weather observer in the gunnery range north of Indian Springs, within the Indian Springs Valley, which is this. Some people I've heard that the tall whites are more located up here. His area that he pointed out was more down here, and also somewhat in here. That's just what I gathered. Also, I have been doing some examinations of my own as far as papoose goes. I myself is still pretty convinced that those hangars were or are still right in this area. The Bob Lazar S4. That's a different subject altogether. I just wanted to point out that crazy looking little hangar looking thing in the side of the mountain there. Really caught my attention. Definitely looks man-made. Sure wish I could get into this area personally and do some exploring of my own, but that's all fenced off. Well, let me know what you think. Give me some comments. Thank you very much for checking it out.